the Soul 7 by BTS. 7 members, 7th album, 7th year since their debut. The number 7 has many meanings to the Ben 10 boys. With the guys working so hard heading into their Map of the Soul tour, how is the album? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Map of the Soul 7 by BTS.
Map of the Soul 7, man. BTS. Disclaimer before we start.
Just to let y'all know.
We did do a reaction video to the On video.
Yes, we did.
If you're asking.
Yes.
It's over on Patreon. Relax.
Relax.
It'll make its way to YouTube.
It will.
It will.
It will. But just want to let y'all know we have
Our Patreons get to see it first.
Yes. Yes.
But it's done.
It's done.
It's coming.
All right. Back to the main program.
So, how you feel about this album artwork?
I actually like it a lot. I guess this would be the default album artwork, I guess.
This is number 1.
Number 1, yeah. So, yeah, I'm all...
Hold on. Is that number 1? I got number 1. That's not the one I got.
No, you got the one with the rainbow-ish colors, right?
Yeah, that's number 1.
Oh, it is? So which one is the blue one? See? Come on now.
I'm not sure.
Come on now.
It's
number 3.
It's number 3.
You got number 3.
Oh, okay.
There you go. See?
My son picked it out. I asked him which cover he thought was best.
Okay.
It's number 1. Yeah.
Oh, you got number 1.
Got me,
oh, so the blue one is number 3. See? Shout out to 1080p. Shout out. So yeah, I like number 3 because of the blue color and everything like that. But do you like yours?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's cool. I like it.
It's dope.
I want to get the one with the gold, like the one that they had like the gold lacing and stuff like that, with the picture with them kind of all hunched over each other.
Oh, okay. Dope.
Yeah. The flow of this project. I don't feel like there is a flow. This is just like the house getting torn down and roofs getting ripped off. And then you might get a nice tune sung to you from time to time.
I feel like there is a certain flow at certain parts of the album. I'll say that. I feel like there's a general flow when it comes to certain parts of the album. And other songs, they're just there, but it's not like they're splattered there, but there's a general flow somewhere in the album.
Highlights, man. Well, first thing I want to mention, we did a album review for Persona already. So I do want to say, in context with the rest of the album, they fit perfectly. I did just want to point that out.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just start with Interlude Shadow.
Gotcha.
Fire. We did a reaction to that video. Did a reaction to Black Swan.
Yes.
The Shadow is fire, man. Sugar just has this way of speaking to you and making you feel his story. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you're reading along with it. It's just like, man, this guy is really a storyteller.
Yeah.
You got to give him credit for that. So Black Swan, dope. Grew on me more. I actually heard it. Filter, Jin solo song. Fire. Jimin's solo song.
Yeah.
Fire. Gotta enjoy that.
Yes.
My Time, best song on the album.
Mm-hmm.
Jungkook was not playing around with this one.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
You just gotta love it. Like when I did my first reaction, the first thing I told them, like, look, I need to listen to that My Time. That joint is crazy. Louder Than Bombs. Now, if you actually watch my reaction to me watching this video, I was like, I don't like this song much. I can tell you that when it plays in the stadium, it's gonna be crazy though.
Mm-hmm.
When I listened to it the second time, I was just like, what the hell was I talking about?
Were you in your car?
Nah, I was in the car.
Okay.
I was in the car the second time I listened to it.
Okay.
The first time I was listening to it here.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, Louder Than Bombs, crazy. I had to skip on multiple times because we hadn't did the reaction yet.
Yeah.
But when I finally heard it, oh my God, that caused a whole nother issue. That's a whole nother video in itself. But the song is amazing.
Yeah.
It is crazy. I'm going to skip ahead all the way to 0 O'Clock.
Okay.
RM's favorite song on the album. It is crazy. It's probably my second favorite song on the album. After that, I want to go to Inner Child, which is V's solo song. Shout out to V. He straight destroyed that. We Are Bulletproof is a dope story to the fans. Like a dope message to the fans. I really enjoyed that. And the outro, the outro Ego from J-Hope. Guy so lovable. Makes you want to get up and have a good time. Every time I hear it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I love that the horn sound.
Yeah.
Like it's fire. You gotta enjoy it. And I still don't care for Sia being on it's like
It
whatever.
was really, I mean, it really wasn't a feature. It was like she had
Yeah, she just added
vocals.
background vocals to the hook.
Yeah.
If she had another part, then I missed it, but it wasn't a bad thing.
Yeah.
It wasn't a good thing.
It was
It's
a good
just-
excuse to listen to the song again.
Well, I mean, I'll skip it.
It's okay.
I'd rather listen to the regular version.
Really? Is that much difference?
No, I'd just rather listen to it. Rather get not used to the version with Sia.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to Sia though. She writes some amazing songs,
Yeah,
man.
most definitely. Yeah. Cool. That's it.
That was the
Well,
last
yeah.
song.
Yeah. What do you say about, Persona? I felt like even though I heard the songs already, with me, I'm just like, yo, I gotta listen to it anyway in context with the album. So playing it, I was curious to how it's gonna fit in, but I think it fit really well. Going to Interlude Shadow, we loved it when we first watched it, but actually listening to it and reading along with the lyrics and appreciating the new second verse, one of my favorite songs. I'll probably say that's like, I'm not even gonna rank my favorite songs. It's one of my favorite songs on the album right now. Okay, I just really like how deep and introspective that Sugar gets to where you can relate to it really, really well. Like the way he constructs his lyrics is just amazing. Black Swan, surprisingly, has grown on me. And I think it's due because of the lyrics, once again. I think it's something different when you sit down and actually pay attention to a song in English or any other language and just pay attention to the words and follow along more. Because, when we first reacted to it, I listened to the car over and over and over, and I'm just like, it's all right, it's cool. But once I started sitting down with the album and actually listening to the Black Swan more and more, I got a more fond appreciation for it, because I guess being a creator kind of relates to them doing music and everything like that, and you kind of get down in that depression sometime where you want to quit and everything. So I guess I resonated more than that, when I finally went through lyrics. Filter was dope. Like anytime Jimin hits them notes, I don't know what it is about his voice, but it's dope. But My Time, good God, that song is amazing. I love the meanings behind it. Like, kind of just talking about how, when he's growing up, how life is passing by and everything like that. Don't feel like you don't have time for nobody or yourself and everything like that. I deeply resonated with that. Louder Than Bombs, I loved it the first time I heard it. I just really love the sound of it, On is another level, man. I really love the marching band drumline aspect to it. I really love the vocals, especially when the chorus hits. You can hear like the choir singing, and it just sounds like a musical masterpiece in your ears. I love it. Okay. Like, I forget how you pronounce it in Korean. I'm trying to remember how the song went. It sounds like okay. It's like okay, like something like that. I'm messing it up, I know.
That's why I'm not even attempting it. I know
But,
what it sounded like,
yeah,
but
I really love the energy and tenacity in that song. When I first played it, I was like, oh, this is dope. This is cool. But when I played this in the car, good God. Like, I don't know what difference it made, but I just really love the intensity of it. Inner Child, I thought was really dope. I love 0 O'Clock, too. I really love the meanings of the lyrics in the song. Respect, I thought was fire. I really love that playful banter between Sugar and RM, especially in the end where they're talking and everything like that. I loved it. We Are Bulletproof, I thought that was a dope song to the fans and everything like that. Really saying, how the stuff like, we started at 7, but now we're, now we have you and everything. I thought that was a cool sentiment to the fans and everything like that.
Yeah, 100.
And then Outro Ego, J-Hope, fire, dope.
You didn't talk about On with Sia.
Huh? Oh, it was a dope remix. I mean, like I said before, it really didn't add much to it.
Man.
I know. Go ahead. Yeah.
Lowlights, man. I actually do have a few things to say that you guys may not like. Which is not said.
Yeah.
It's a cool song.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like it's still not grown on me to the point where it's something that, like, if I say I want to listen to Map of the Soul, I'm gonna go to that song. It's not that type of song for me.
Okay.
Respect is cool, like you said. It's some cool banter, but it's got that same type of vibe to me where it's just like it's not necessarily guaranteed for me to want to listen to that song.
Okay.
And Friend was along those same lines as well.
Yeah.
Where it's just like it's cool.
Yeah, and I think my reasons is with that my lowlights with that section. I feel like from track 14 to 17, even though I like Inner Child and Respect, I felt like it was oddly placed in this album because like when we talked about the
Well, it
flow,
started out so fire.
Yeah, so I feel like when we talked about the flow of the album, I kind of felt like there were some tracks in here that were good, but necessarily didn't flow with the album. Because I felt like, from Persona to Dionysus, I felt like, we got that because, we're already familiar with it. So we know that whole flow. And I felt like Interlude Shadow bridged that gap and translated to Black Swan, Filter, My Time, Out of the Mountains, and On. Really good. And but after 0 o'clock, it kind of took a weird turn. And then it came back up with Respect a little bit. And then We Are Bulletproof. So it's kind of like I don't want to say it's like a dead space or a dead section, but in terms of the album flow, it really kind of halted. And then it came back with Ego. You know what I'm saying? So, I felt like that's my only low light. It's just the flow of the album wasn't really good at the end of it. I felt like the beginning was fire. Like from track to track to track, I was just like, yo, they put something together here crazy. And maybe it's because there were solo songs, maybe this kind of like just broke the groove and everything like that. But other than that, yeah.
Final thoughts, man. They came out the gate with 11 smashes.
Yeah.
And then from that point, to me, it was like, okay, great. Okay, great. You know what I'm saying? That's the vibe that I get. But BTS pulled it through. They had a lot of pressure on them to follow up the success of Boy With Love.
Persona,
and I felt like they did their thing with that. That album, when that came out, they had a lot of success off of that. Yeah. Make It Right was big. It was a big record for them. They had a remix with Lav, did like kind of like the concert video. Yeah. Some of the performances that we reacted to. The Dionysus performance was crazy.
Ooh, goodness.
So there was a lot of hype.
Yeah.
And a lot of pressure. I'm pretty sure they were stressing out.
Hell
and
yeah.
you hear it in the story throughout the album. And that's one thing you got to appreciate. And I like the fact that they pulled it off. I didn't think they were. I had some doubt just because I was like, man, that's a lot of pressure. Like same amount of pressure Blackpink's probably under right now.
Yeah.
It's a huge amount of pressure. But what do? They slap you in the face with a hit record and say, now what? And then they shut down Grand Central Station.
Well, look, man, coming from this album, I just really love how deep and introspective they can get with their lyrics. Because, first time reactions, you're just like, okay, this is a cool sound, this is everything. But what I really am learning to love about BTS is that, they can really go deep with a song without really trying to go. Like, it's just really, I'm not saying it comes off as simplistic or anything like that, but it's just like, you can take a song and like it for what it is, but you can also like it for more than what it is. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what I really like about what they do with their song, especially with this album, because Map of the Soul 7 could mean so much to them. Like, there's 7 group members. They've been together for 7 years. So I feel like there's a lot of layers to this album. 7th album. I feel like there's a lot of layers to this album that I still going to have to like uncover. And I think that's what I like about BTS, because like I was saying in Discord, I still go back to some music videos and watch them and find out stuff that I didn't pay attention to then. So I just really think they have really dope layers to their music and their artistry. And it's an achievement, man. It's a really dope album.
Final grade. Super check. I really enjoyed this album.
Yeah.
Can't wait to go to the concert.
Don't rub it in.
It's great. I don't know what else I need to add to that.
You just had to rub that in about the concert.
Nah,
check, y'all.
I wasn't talking to you. I'm talking to them.
Check, y'all. Most definitely a check from me. I've been replaying a lot of these over and over.
That's what you get for watching that Red Moon earlier.
Especially today. I've been playing this album a lot. But yeah, man, check from me.
Red Moon, man.
Oh my God. He ain't gonna let this go, y'all.
Nah.